Hello, my name is Nicholas Cohen. I'm a primary care doctor with a practice in downtown San Francisco. I created HealthScore, an evidence-based program featuring 31 recommendations identified in the medical literature to optimize health and extend life. Today we're looking at recommendation number 3, live with purpose. Recommendation number 3, live with purpose. Let's define what we're talking about when we mean live with purpose. I recommend you pause the video and give yourself this assessment. Ask yourself how much you agree or disagree with each of the following statements, and then assign yourself a number for each of the 7 items. I am an active person in carrying out the plans I set for myself. I enjoy making plans for the future and working to make them a reality. I tend to focus on the present because the future nearly always brings me problems. My daily activities often seem trivial and unimportant to me. I don't have a good sense of what it is I am trying to accomplish in life. I used to set goals for myself, but that now seems a waste of time. I sometimes feel I have done all there is to do in life. So assess where you are on each of these measures, assigning yourself a point, the amount of points for the item you circled. You can see that the last 5 are reverse scored, so you get 6 points for strongly agreeing as opposed to the first 2 where you get 6 points for strongly agreeing. Next, take the total number you get and divide it by 7. This gives you a mean number for how you answered the questions. And it's going to be anywhere between 1 and 6. This is your life purpose score. That's a validated measure that's been shown to be accurate in assessing an individual's life purpose, as published in this journal article right here. So that's the best definition we have of life purpose. Someone with a high score on this measure, close to 6, is someone with strong life purpose. Towards closer to 1 is less strong life purpose. So why the recommendation to live with purpose? Why does it matter? The evidence comes from this article, which was published in JAMA Network Open. The study type was a cohort study. It was published in May 2019. The study size was almost 7,000 adults, following them for 4 years and looking at all-cause mortality. The outcome of the study was that the higher the life purpose score, and you know yours now, the lower the risk of death during the follow-up period. You can plot in your life purpose score. It's going to be anywhere between 1 and 6. And you can see the increased risk of dying in the future based on how you scored on that measure. So someone who scored a 6 on that measure has no increase of dying. Someone who scored between 1 and 3 has more than double the chance of dying prematurely. You can see the same data presented differently by a graph here, where the stronger the life purpose, the lower the relative risk of death. Now, how could it possibly be that your life purpose has anything to do with your health? Strong life purpose has been proven to decrease expression of pro-inflammatory genes. Inflammation is part of the common pathway to most chronic diseases and aging. A corollary to that is that there are lower levels of pro-inflammatory cytokines in the bloodstream of people with high life purpose because the genes are not being turned on to produce the cytokines. People with high life purpose have lower levels of cortisol, which is a stress hormone. Lower levels of cortisol mean less chance of high blood pressure, less chance of insulin resistance, and diabetes. Besides the physiologic explanation of how strong life purpose confers a health benefit, there's also evidence that people with strong life purpose engage in health promoting behaviors. For instance, people with strong life purpose are more likely to get adequate sleep, more likely to have a healthy diet, more likely to get adequate exercise. So how exactly can you change your life purpose, and is that even possible? Well, the evidence shows that there are interventions that enhance a person's life purpose over the long term. I'm going to share those with you now. So the first thing I recommend doing is rephrasing the question to one not of global purpose, which is much more difficult to answer, but one of local present purpose. What's my purpose right here, right now? That, I think, makes the question more manageable to answer. This is actually what I apply in my daily life. I don't think of the question of purpose as one of existential purpose. Why am I on the planet? I think about this moment. Why am I creating this video? What am I doing in front of this patient? What's my purpose for this morning? The second thing I recommend, after making the question one of present purpose as opposed to purpose of existence, is to construct each moment so that you're fully engaged. I use concepts that I learned in this book called Flow. This is a book by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. He's a psychologist who has studied optimal experience in people. And he has found that people with optimal experience share common characteristics, whether they're surgeons, office workers, chefs, chess players. He studied people who achieve optimal experience and recognized that three components characterize how they approach each day. They define a clear goal, they give themselves challenges that meet their skills, and they give themselves opportunities for immediate feedback. This is a great way of this is a really exciting way of going about your day. For example, let's take someone watching television. What's their purpose? That's not clear at all. What's the challenge? I'm not sure what a challenge is. You're watching television. What feedback do you get? Not clear. There's no goal. There's no real challenge. It's hard to know how well you're doing. Let's compare that to someone playing tennis. They have a clear purpose of getting the ball over the net. Hopefully they're partnered with someone who returns the ball, so they're challenged. It's not too easy to defeat their opponent on the one hand, and they're not clobbered on the other hand. And they get immediate feedback to how well they're doing because the ball either goes over the net or it doesn't. Second way of enhancing life purpose is through meditation. I meditate for 10 minutes a day. I use the Calm app currently, which is my favorite app. I've gone through a bunch of them. That one I find gives you a clear program, so you don't have to search around for the next video every time you log in, but you can get like a whole course that puts you on a track. But there are lots of apps out there, and having a 10-minute carve out in your day to meditate is helpful. Meditation certainly gives you a present-minded awareness and can help with purpose and focus in the moment. Volunteering has been shown to enhance life purpose. And then finally, therapy has been shown to enhance life purpose. If you want to find a therapist, I recommend you go to your health insurance website. You can also go to the link that's provided in this presentation in the resource section, which has a constantly updated list of reviews of therapists that have been recently seen by my patients. I don't have any frequently asked questions for this topic. In summary, we've discussed what exactly life purpose is. I gave you a scale you can use to determine your life purpose score. I talked about how having strong life purpose confers health benefits physiologically as well as by promoting healthy behaviors. We talked about some ways of enhancing your life purpose, including living in the present moment, striving to achieve flow experiences, therapy, and volunteering. as well as meditation. I hope this video has been helpful. I hope you've been able to glean some good information for improving your life purpose. Thank you very much and have a great day.